There are literally only 6 Claude skills out of the hundreds out there that truly make a difference in how you actually use Claude for your agency or your business. And in this video, I'm going to show you every single one of them. Now, most people open Claude, they type a prompt, they get something generic back, rewrite it, and wonder why AI isn't always saving them any time. Well, I hate to break it to you, but that's not really a Claude problem. That's a skills problem. So you might be wondering, what exactly is a Claude skill? Well, to put it very briefly in the most simplest way possible, skills are saved instructions that Claude follows automatically every single time without you having to re-explain anything. It's not a prompt, it's not a subscription, it sits inside the Claude you already have open right now on your desktop or browser. So in this video, we're actually going to cover the 6 core essential skills that you must have installed inside your Claude for business or agency. I'm going to install them live on the screen, and we're going to actually count them down from number 6 all the way down to number 1, because number 1 is the one that's a huge time saver for your agency or business in this day and age. Skill number 6 is the skill creator, and you need this one before any of the others because this is how you actually build a skill. So it's an official Anthropic skill. It should already be sitting inside your Claude desktop or browser, and it solves the exact reason most people never build a skill in the first place. The file format is too technical, and if you don't know what you're actually doing, it stops you before you even start. So a skill creator removes that completely. So you open Claude, you trigger the skill, you describe what you want in plain English. It asks you questions about your workflow, about how you like things done, about the output of what it should look like, and then it writes the skill file for you. It literally takes 5 minutes to do this. Now, every skill that I'm about to show you, you can either build a version of it for your specific business using the skill creator skill, or you can actually get access to it for free using the GitHub repo, which you can actually find in the link in the description for each and every one of the skills we're actually going to discuss. So that's number 6. Now let's get into the ones worth building, starting with number 5, which lives inside your spreadsheets. All right, number 5, as you can see on the screen, it's called the XLSX skill. Here's the situation. Raw data comes in from a client, from your team, from an export, and it's a complete mess. Wrong formatting, broken formulas, numbers that need to be turned into something readable before you can actually use them. That process normally would take 30 to 45 minutes, especially for those who are not very proficient with Excel and requires you to know what you're actually doing. Well, this skill turns Claude into a spreadsheet operator. You just drop in the raw data, tell it what the output needs to look like. It builds the formula, cleans the structure, and exports the finished file. It even understands Excel natively, and it's not actually guessing. So it's a master Excel skill. Now, 45 minutes of manual formatting done in under 3 minutes with this skill. That's the number 5 skill. It's actually very core for data processing and handling. Number 5 handles what's already inside your business. Let's look at skill number 4, which handles what you need to know before you even make your next move. Alright, so we're down to skill number 4, which is actually a deep research skill. So say a competitor you're watching, a market you're thinking about entering, a tool you're evaluating. Most people either skip the entire research phase altogether because it takes too long and they're quite lazy, or they spend half a day doing it manually and they feel like they are missing something. Deep research skill runs the full loop for you within minutes. You give it the question, it researches, reads, cross-references, and even delivers a structured report. Not a list of links, but the actual answer with the reasoning behind it and the sources it actually pulled from. As you can see from the demo on the screen, a research brief that would take half a day is done while you're actually doing something else. That's the number 4 skill, and it's actually quite essential because most of what you need in a business or agency requires some sort of research for, say, content researching, for example. And number 4 handles what you need to know. Now, number 3 handles what you need to put out. Alright, so we're down to skill number 3, which is marketing skills by Corey Haynes. This is actually a game changer because if you have something cool that you want to promote, you need to know how to market the product. And Claude marketing skill built by Corey Haynes is a game changer. Here's the reality for most businesses. Marketing either doesn't go out consistently, you rely on just one person or agency to produce everything manually, or you get it outsourced at a cost that doesn't even make sense for you. The moment the person doing it is busy, nothing literally goes out. This skill literally changes that because you feed it your product, your offer, your audience. It produces campaigns, posts, email copy, and angles in your exact brand voice, not some generic output. Not a template with your name swapped in. It reads your brand, understands your voice, understands your positioning, and writes like someone who actually knows your business. Okay, so skill number 2 was the marketing, which handles your visibility and your outputs. Number two is one that handles every important decision behind it in your business and operations. And it's a skill that's actually going to change how much you can trust any answer that Claude gives you. Because as we all know, that Claude, ChatGPT, and pretty much any LLM model are yes men. They're going to agree with you 95% of the time. So we want to avoid that. We want to avoid getting that first draft and just trusting it blindly. So this is the number two skill called the Claude Counsel skill. And this is the one that's generated by Andrej Karpathy himself. It's the most indestructible skill that you can input into Claude because it's going to get Claude to argue with itself on every single question that you ask it, so you can get the verdict with 95% accuracy rate, as you can see from the screen. So as you can see, stage one is where 5 AI models respond to your question independently. We have ChatGPT, we have Claude, we have Gemini, we have Grok, and we have the final chairman sitting on this round table. They don't see each other's answers yet. That's where stage two comes in, which is the blind peer review, and each model reacts to the other's responses with the name stripped and critiques its reasoning. Bad logic gets caught before you even see it. And stage three is where the chairman reads the full debate, builds the strongest possible position from the best reasoning across all five, and delivers the final verdict to you. As you can see from this artifact, it's a detailed description right over here. So 95% accuracy versus 75%. That's not marginal. Okay, skill number one is the editing skill. This is a huge time saver, especially for those of you who do not know how to edit videos, who do not want to pay thousands of dollars to an editor, and who does not have time to edit videos yourself. This changes that entirely. It's a combination of two skills, a hyperframe motion graphics skill and a skill built by Zini Studios, running inside Claude Code. Here's what it does. You drop in your raw video, it reads the transcript, maps your face to timestamp, breaks the video into sections, and builds a full motion graphics storyboard. It asks you how you want it structured, how much face time do you want, whether you want captions, what style, you approve it along the way, and then it builds the entire edit within literally 15 to 30 minutes. Motion graphics timed to exactly your beats, your brand fonts, and your colors pulled from your own design files. It literally does not take any editing experience or prompting skills whatsoever, which is why on my list, this is the number one skill for a non-editor like myself. It's the most powerful skill you can have into your agency or business for content creation, for marketing, and it's literally a game changer skill. There you have it, guys. These 6 core essential skills don't just work on their own. They're literally a stack that you can input into your Claude right now after watching this video. You have the skill creator, which builds anything you need in 5 minutes. You have the XLSX, which handles your entire data. Deep research, which handles what you need to know before you even move. Marketing skill, which handles what goes out, your visibility. Counsel, which makes sure every decision has been stress tested before you even act on it. And finally, the editing skill, which handles the production work that used to need a full creative team. So you can access all the 6 skills in the description below. And finally, if you want more than just the skills, if you actually want to know how AI can fit into your specific business operations, you can chat with our team using the first link in the description below. We'll get on a call with you and map out exactly which tool stack fits your existing operations and how you can actually make sure your entire business runs on autopilot in 2026, which is the AI age. So check out the first link in the description below. As usual, my name is Leston. I'm part of the LVL Automations team, and I'll see you guys in next time's video. Cheers.